The Raspberry Pi Zero. This little board right here is pretty impressive. When it was first released, everybody was talking about how, you know, this little one core 512 megabyte computer, at the time was like 15 bucks, would change a lot of stuff. And you can see I have it hooked up to a developer board. I got my breadboard over there. But the reason I wanted to show you guys this is in the past we've talked about the Raspberry Pis. So here, okay, I have my Banana Pi 4.0, Mango Pi, Orange Pi, and my Banana Pi M20. So all Pi Zero formatted boards. And we've talked about, how the format size. Well, today I got another one to add. So Radix 03W. And the W means Wi-Fi. So this has Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.40. Now what's nice about this particular board, out of its package, is that it already comes with a header. Okay, so color coded. We have our micro HDMI. We have two USB-C ports. This one's for power. This one's for devices. But what's unique about these compared to my other ones is this has a RockChip. So this technically is probably the most powerful Pi Zero format board I got. Okay, this comes with, we'll have to look on the website, but I believe it is a 3568. And the other thing that's pretty unique about this board is that this has 4 gigs of memory. Most of my boards only have 2 gigs at most. Most, from 512 to 2 gigs. But this has now got the most memory. Now, I did opt for no eMMC storage, but you can get eMMC storage. The other thing we're going to do with this is we're going to put this, okay, into this case that looks just like this, okay, and S2Pi, they do a lot of cases. In fact, they got the Desktop Pi ITX board that I really, really want, but just can't justify buying it. But this case here, we're going to put this in there. And the reason I like this case, okay, I'll show you, is the fact that some of this stuff I can't use with it, but a lot of it I can. Okay, like this would be nice with my other boards. This is works great with the Pi, and now I got an extra header, and then now I got a macro HDMI in the header, and another heat pad, and some thermal pads. But this is the whole reason I got these aluminum cases. And what's nice, if you're looking for something that's going to fit and work out really nice, This is the way to go. And this will keep it cool. Now, the only thing that I don't have, that I wish I did have, okay, is I don't have an antenna to go on this just yet. So we're going to see how much of this it's going to block. But these cases really do fit. Like this, the Mango Pi fits very well. The Orange Pi M4 doesn't. It's kind of off center, okay? But this, the CPU is going to fit just fine in there. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put this together. And then we're going to get it up and running, okay? Okay, guys, so as you saw, I put it together. It looks very beautiful. And, you know, this to show you one of the reasons, again, I use this is the pins are out. You can easily work with them. This aluminum pulls the heat away, so it's very nice. This flat bottom, it's very nice because if you don't have something like that, you have to use brass stands, okay? And they're quite ugly. Plus, you hook up a couple cables and they fall over. All right, so we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and boot it up, and then after I get it up and kind of show you guys around with it, then we'll go to the Orange Pi page and look it over. So I need to get a USB-C hub, but for now I'm going to use my docking station. I use this with my phone. It's real nice. When I plug in my phone, I have a Android. I can use Dex, and it's kind of like having your own personal desktop. I kind of wish there was something like that for other Android devices, but that's neither here or there. So I got my K400, which you kind of see in the picture. And then this iStar, I'm hoping it's going to work there. I have my other Logitech on standby. So again, Orange Pi is in there. I have it hooked up into my micro HDMI, and what should help this time is I fixed the Miru card, so that should be working just fine. Okay, and let's go ahead and get it up and running. So, all right, so we're going to take our USB-C power and plug it up. And as you can see, I'll move my finger. You can't, but there's a green light coming on. And let me go click the mirror. There we go. And it's booting up. You can see the little flashes. All right. So let's go ahead and turn off the overhead. And Orange Pi. Sorry. This is not the Orange Pi. This is the Radxa 03W. So And the password is the name of the company, and the username is the name of the company. We're running Debian 11. We're not running Bookworm, so this is still Bullseye, which is still pretty good. And all right, and that's what I was afraid of. So let me swap out this. I wanted a little bit smaller mouse so I had space. There we go. Okay, so all right. Gonna open up HTOP just to kind of give you guys a feel. So again, I have the 4 gig model. We're running XFace 4, and as you guys can see, I'm hardly using any of the memory. Okay, no swap. So that's really good. Okay. All right. A little bit sluggish and kind of concerned about that. All right. We'll go to YouTube real quick. And I am connected, as you guys can see, with wireless. So let's see how bad the aluminum's blocking. I probably need to get an antenna. I'm showing 4 bars, so that's pretty good. Now, I'm not going to crank this up to 1080p. I'm going to just do up to 720 because I don't think you can handle anything greater than that. And plus, my capture card is honestly just rated at 720. So, yep, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's kind of slow. All right. And the reason I look at these 4K videos, a lot of them, you don't get hit for copyright because of the music they're playing and things like that. So we're going to click on this one. And the sound is definitely fixed. And there was a little bit of a lag, a little bit of a drop. Wish I could get paid for Prime on the video. Oh,
not all Caitlin Clarks are the same.
Caitlin Clark, city planner.
Just like not all internet providers are the same.
A little bit blurry.
Don't settle. Get real deal speed, reliability, and power with Xfinity.
Sounds good. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna crank this up, like I said, to 720. Looks good. A little bit of a drop. Let's go full screen. Again, it could be my antenna. Missing the antenna. Okay. Google feedback. Authenticate. Needs to authenticate your session. Not now. Didn't want to do feedback. I guess I hit the wrong key. Okay, got it. No. I swear, when they came up with this autofill and stuff like that, it really, it's irritating because they try to overthink what you're trying to do. Let's go full screen again. Okay, seems to be running a little bit smoother. Color is beautiful. Trust me, I've been working with these small board computers now almost 12 years, and the quality is getting better. Okay. And one day I'll hopefully get to go to Scotland. All right, so let's go ahead and stop. As you can hear, music sounds great. So we're going to close this down real quick. Now, I didn't install a lot of stuff on this. I was just playing around with it. So, you know, it's pretty much got the default image stuff. I wanted to play around with the new NeoVim. I'm a big VI guy. I know a lot of people like Nano, but when I started years ago, I used Pico, which is the father to Nano. A lot of people told me don't. I actually tried to learn how to use Emacs and couldn't use it. So, but overall, like I said, this is pretty nice. Very impressed, especially since, like I said, this is a 4 gig model. Okay. And let's just go ahead and real quick, let's open up terminal. And I'm not going to open up from the bar because they always like to use, I don't know which version they use. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to log out and we're going to log back in here in a second. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to log out, log back in, but this time we're going to come in. I installed Mate because I wanted to see if another desktop with a little bit more graphical needs would work better or work good, or you know what I'm trying to say. So we'll hit log out. Thought about installing Cinnamon, but I was like, Mate should be fine. So we'll come up here, click Mate. And yeah, like I said, we're connected. Now I'm just curious. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to reach into my desk and I'm going to pull out, I have an Asus USB. All right, let's unplug the mouse. We'll use the trackpad. Okay, I'm plugging up here, let me turn my overhead on for a second. I'll lay this down so you guys can see it. So I bought these. I actually found them on at Micro Center, but this right here. This is an Asus. It's a 2.5 USB A 3.0. And I bought these because I really wanted to play around with 2.5 gigahertz adapters. So we're going to plug that into here. And we're going to take my connector. And I do see connectivity lights. So let's turn off the overhead. Okay. Look at that. It picked it up. So if I click, and it switched from Wi-Fi to there. So, all right. So let's click here. Oh. And there's my Wi-Fi. That's my little home network. And you can see the wireless. So let's go ahead and go to application, or actually right mouse click on the desktop. Let's open up Mate's terminal. And we'll do IP-C because we love colors, A-S. Believe it or not, you don't have to type out address or ADDR or show. You can just type that. And look at that. All right. So what I'm going to do is I don't want to use the wireless. So I'm going to come up here real quick. I want everything to kind of go through the Ethernet and see if we get a better playback. So make sure it's turned off. Okay, we're going to come over here, and I love Mate. I know I tend to get on these little tirades, but when GNOME 4 came out and people really didn't like it, that's why we got Mate, that's why we got Cinnamon, and Mint Linux uses Mate, and a lot of people love it. So let's go up to Internet. This time we'll open up Chromium. We've already been to YouTube on this. Now, the only downside about these Pi 0 format boards, as you see, is that you have to have a decent USB hub. Okay, and the little docking USB module that you see, I got that one. I want to say it was like $30. I'll put that in the description, but you can pick up a decent USB-C hub for anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks. So this time, let's go to my other country that I love. Uh, 8K is probably going to be too much. We just want to show if it's doing. Now, to me, it seems like it's loading up a little bit better. This is my favorite. Now, we'll install ETH tools, but I don't think I'm getting the true and I'm going to turn off sound. I'm sorry. No offense, YouTube, you're not paying me yet, and it'll probably upset you guys to get my channel demonetized. Alright, so let's go ahead, see how fast we can get. So our settings is saying that we're 480p, good. Let's try to go to 720. We'll leave it here for a second. Sound still sounds good, and it's playing back. I'm gonna go full screen. because, you know, we're way up in the air. So let's turn our stats for nerds. And apparently we're highlighting everything. Whoop. So see, connectivity does matter. Look at that. We're probably now losing about 10%, where before we were losing half. So that's good. That is very good. Mountains are beautiful. All right, so here, let's go ahead and stop this, and let's go to OrangePi's page real quick, okay? And believe it or not, you know, it's really funny. I never heard of Orange Pi until I got my Banana Pi M2 and the OS that they were using, because you know I was running retro Pi for the that was built on the Orange Pi OS, because you know years ago I was heavy into gaming and I got that because I wanted something a little bit better. It wasn't that bad, so oh, sorry, we shouldn't have closed out of that. So let's bring this up. But for the price that they're asking for, and why did I just say Orange Pi again? I'm sorry, guys. Radxa. Okay, Radxa. This is the Radxa 3. All right, we're gonna stop. We'll cut that out. All right, I had a little bit of a brain fart there. I'm not sure why I called it an Orange Pi. It's probably because I do have an Orange Pi 2W. So we're on the Radxa product page, which I'll put a link in the description. But when you go down, one of the cool things that they've done, well, at least is cool to me, is there is another 03, but it's the 03E. And what's cool about this is the first Pi 0 formatted board that I've seen that has a 1 gigabyte Ethernet on it. And that's just crazy. I mean, I guess there's a need for that, but like I said, it just, when I saw that, I was like, wow. But anyway, let's go over here. We're just going to do quick highlights. You guys can go read it. So, RockChip RK3566, LPDDR4 RAM, which I have to tell you, ever since they've switched to the LPDDR4, it is phenomenal, much faster than the DDR3 that they were using. You can buy it again with eMMC storage. My board doesn't have it, but the Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.4 is phenomenal. And let me show you guys something. Scroll down here just real quick. This little onboard antenna that they have right here, that's why I'm getting a good signal. And I guarantee if I hook up an antenna to the connector, I'll be getting even better. And it's using the 802.11, which supports A, B, G, N, AC, and AX, which AX is Wi-Fi 6. And like I said, the Bluetooth 5.4. Okay. It can do 1080p. As you guys saw, we got real nice playback. Full screen at 720. But again, my capture card kills a lot of it. And it has the quad-core Cortex A55 up to 1.6. And then the ARM Mali G52-2E, which supports OpenGL, Vulkan, which is great for gaming, and OpenCL. Okay. And then real quick, because we don't want this video going on and on forever, I ran Sidebench, and right now the speeds per second was 361. Total time looks about a minute, and it was doing, some 20,000 threads. And this is the speed limit. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is that with that aluminum case, okay, it does help dissipate the heat. This was me running a little bit earlier, leaving it on, for a while, and the case does help. And the last thing I want to show you guys is that I wanted to get a good shot. So right before you, this is one of my videos, and are the M series. I don't have sticks. An M1, 2, or 3, but I do have yes, I know the Forberry, which was recently released. Shouldn't do that, but I was pulling videos to play it. So let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm trying to collect a number of the Pi 0 format boards just because they're unique. They're about the size of a stick of gum. The Pi 0 was the originator with its 1 core and 512 megabytes. But again, guys, this board has 4 gigs of memory. Okay, and to me, it looks like we're doing pretty good with it. I'm pretty impressed with it. Probably be a lot faster if I did have eMMC storage on it, but what would you guys like to see me do with this board? I'm open to anything. So far I think it's pretty well. I have ran across a few boards that I personally don't like, but I'm gonna put up a wiki up on this. All the boards that I have, I'm gonna start putting up my own little page on my website so you guys can see some of the stuff I've done with it, some of the stuff I like, and some of the stuff I don't like. But that's going to be it for this video. Until next time, this is TerrorPUP. Peace.